Hello, students and viewers. I'm Dr. Sujata Varvi from Department of Botany, Wadia College, Pune, going to explain you about seed certification. So, this is our second chapter of seed technology. First chapter we have covered introduction to seed technology, and this is the seed certification is second chapter. So, under this chapter, which are those points you have to learn? So these are six points: seed certification, procedure of seed certification, field inspection, observation during field inspection, field count, and duties of field inspector. So all these 6 points are there under the seed certification chapter. So you have to learn in detail about these six sub points under this chapter. So I will start with the first point, that is seed certification. So what exactly this seed certification is? So see here. So it is a legally sanctioned system for quality control of seed multiplication and production. So seed certification is the agency. It is the agency which is going to check the quality of the seeds, and also it's going to check the multiplication as well as the production of that quality seeds. So this is about seed certification. So, what are the control measure seed certification has? So, these are the few seed certification control measures. So, first one is it administrative check on the origin of propagating material for the purpose of trueness to varietal purity. So, it is going to check whether the given or the variety which is there or which is certified by this seed certification, yes, it is its origin is true or not, and yes, it is going to be sent to other uh, sub centers for its propagation. So this is the administrative check should be done by this seed certification agency. Second point, see here, field inspection. Yes, if you are uh, having any seed certification agency, so it must has this field inspection. So what is done under this field inspection? So field inspection is done to check the trueness to varietal purity. Given variety or the variety of any particular seed is pure or not, whether it is isolated or not. It must be prevent from cross pollination. That should be there in order to maintain the purity of that particular seed. It should be prevent from cross pollination, whether mechanical admixture happens or not. Mechanical admixture means what? The presence of other varietal seeds, or presence of stem, presence of flower seeds, or small stones, I can say. So that should not be there within that particular seat. So that is checked under this field inspection. This is dissemination. This is dissemination means what? Transfer of disease from one place to another place. So that should not be again happen with that particular seed. If you are having, or if you are going to do any seed certification of particular seed. Third point, see yes, third control measure of that seed certification is supervision of agricultural and commercial operations of harvesting, storage, transport, and processing with a view to preserving the identity and quality of the lots. So here you must be observe, you must be supervise this harvesting process, how it is done, how storage of that particular seed is done, again how the seeds are getting transported from one place, from farm to that particular storage part of that seed certification agency, and then how it is processing. So all these steps should be supervised. All these steps should be supervised in order to have the seed certification of particular seed lot. So next is sample inspection. So here see again, sample inspection means what? Sample is a small amount of that particular seed bulk. So here sample inspection again should be done. So here what it is done? So here again percentage of germination should be checked. Then what percentage of moisture are present in the particular seeds, that is again done. So all these are laboratory tests. This is not done on a particular field. It is not done. It is the particular seed samples, they are taken into a laboratory, and these tests are done in a laboratory. So weed seed content, we have to check whether other weed seed contents are there or not, whether other varietal mixtures is present or not, that is again been checked, and its purity again checked in a laboratory tests. Next, bulk inspection. So evaluation of the lot for the purpose of checking homogeneity of the bulk as compared with the sample inspected. So again, see here, homogeneity means what? Similar kind of genital purity should be there of all the bulk. Bulk is a large quantity of a seed, that is a bulk. So here again, the homogeneity of that bulk is checked as compared to the sample inspected. Yes, we are doing again the sample inspection, but again bulk inspection should be there, because we are not sending a small sample to another agencies, or we are not selling any small samples, right? So we are sending a large quantity of a seed, that is a bulk, from one place to another place, or from that origin of that origin of production of the particular seed to a grower regions. So here bulk samples also inspected. Next is control plot testing. So here again see how this is done, control plot testing. So here in a control plot testing, you have to sow the source seed as well as the final seed at a time with standard samples. So source seed, final seed, and standard sample at a time you have to grow, and then you have to test this varietal purity of that particular seed. So all this is done under this control plot testing. Now, so what are the main objectives of seed certification? What should be there? What objective a particular seed certification has to be? So first is systematic increase of superior variety. Okay. So here what you have to remember is that seed certification agency should has the objective to increase the superior variety in a systematic way. That should be objective of that seed certification. The next is identification of new varieties and their rapid increase under appropriate and generally accepted names. Yes, if you are growing any superior variety, that should be you should be identifying new variety, and you have to increase that new variety in a uh, fast way, in a rapid way, under a appropriate and as well as generally accepted names. Okay, whatever the names generally accepted, under that name you have to multiply that particular new variety. Then provision of counting supply of comparable material by careful maintenance. Yes, you have to provide a particular supply of that seed material with the careful maintenance should be done um, under this seed certification. The next, fundamental concepts of seed certification. See what concept should be there of seed certification. So according to AOSCA, okay. So what is the full form of this AOSCA? A is for Association of Official Seed Certificate Certifying Agency. A stands for Association of, O stands for official, S stand for sit, C stand for certifying, A stand for agency. So Association of Official Seed Certifying Agency in 1999, it has some fundamental concepts of seed certification, and these fundamental concepts are, see first, pedigree of all certified crops must be based on lineage. So what is pedigree, what is lineage? So pedigree is nothing but what? It is the table where the uh, recorded lines of ancestors are there. So that is nothing but what? Pedigree means here the um, ancestor from where it comes. So that is recorded under this pedigree. And all the pedigree of these certified crops must be based on again lineage. Lineage means वंशावली or वंशावली बोलते हैं हिंदी में. So here that should be based on a lineage. Then integrity of certified seed grower must be recognized. Integrity is nothing but what? Trueness. Okay, trueness of that certified seed growers. Yes, there are fake seed certification agencies are there. So here you have to again check whether this seed certification agency is true or it is a fake. So you must have the fundamental concepts according to this AOSCA. Then field inspection must be made by qualified inspectors. Yes. Okay. So if you want to do a seed certification, then you must have to conduct this field inspection, and field inspection again made by a qualified inspector. Yes, you have to again have the post of again the field inspector, and field inspector should inspect the field, and then records are maintained after the observation of this field inspector. The next, verification of trials to establish identification and usefulness of varieties and strains certified must be conducted. So here again verification trial you have to conduct in order to identify the varieties and its strain. The next, it must be recognized that there is a necessity for keeping proper records to establish and maintain satisfactory pedigree of seed stocks. So again, proper record, I can say a register can be maintained to have the pedigree of seed stocks. Then there should be standard established for purity and germination. So some standard method should be there for checking the purity and germination of the particular seeds. Next, the principle of sealing seeds to protect both grower and purchaser must be approved. So some principles are there, some rules, some regulations should be there for the growers as well as the purchaser. The next, species of farm weeds which would be included within the meaning of noxious weeds must be identified. If you are mentioning any noxious weed which is present within that particular seed lot, then the here you should mention, you should include that particular species, and that should be particularly defined which kind of that particular weed, where it is come, what is the botanical name, what is the life cycle of that. So all these things should be maintained under this noxious with that standard sit. Then organization of certification. Now see here some organization should be there. So what are organization steps are here. So here see establishment and operation of seed certification agency. You have to establish, you have to operate that seed certification agency. Then establishment of minimum seed certification standards. Some rules should be there. You have to establish that minimum seed certification standards. Then establishment of procedure for field inspection, seed processing, seed sampling, testing, and issuance of seed certification tags and seals. So all these right from the field inspection to the tags and seals. So all these things should be maintained if you want to have any organization of this seed certification. So right from what establishment and operation of seed certification agency, that should be there. Then you have to maintain some rules, and then you have to follow some procedure of all these things, that is field inspection, seed processing, seed sampling, means all these procedures should be followed by this seed certification organization. Now, some principles are again there, principles for forming a seed certification agency. Some rules, some principles are there. So which are those? So here see SCA, I have made the short form, seed certification agency should be involved in production and marketing of seeds. Yes, see here, seed certification agency, seed certifying organization. If you have any seed certification organization, then that should not, that should not be have any bias. Okay, that should be involved in a production and marketing of seeds. Then SCA should have an autonomy. Autonomy means what? The system or the organization which has their own rule, own regulation, own rule regulations, all the rules, all the principles they should set by their own. So that is nothing but what? Autonomy. Then seed certification standard adopted by SCA should be uniform. Yes, if you have any seed certification organization, so throughout the country, the same SCA have same rules. So that should be a uniform. Same standard should be adopted throughout the country. See, so same standards, same rules, same regulations, same principles you have to adopt throughout the country. So that should be maintained. That's a very, very important point. Then SCA should be closely associated with the technical institute. Yes, some if any for any difficulties you must approach to the technical institute, and hence that should be closely associated with the technical institute, means the place of your seed certification agency should be uh, closely associated with the technical institute. Its relationship with other institutes should be clearly defined. Then its long-term objective should be operate on no profit, no loss basis. See, so here, as this is the National Institute, you have to have this no profit, no loss objective if you want to run this seed certification agency in a long term. The next, adequate staff trained in seed certification should be maintained by certification agency. So, which are those staff? In my next slide, staffs are there, but staff should be again trained, and that should be adopted by seed certification agency. Then it should have provision for creating adequate facilities for ensuring timely and thorough inspection. So here see, if you are having this seed certification agency, then you have to have this provision for timely and thorough inspection. Again, means time to time inspection should be there, and inspection should be done in a thorough manner. Then it should serve the interest of seed producers and buyers. Okay, so if you have this agency, then it should serve the interest of seed producers as well as the buyer. Then now, if you want to establish a seed certification agency, then which are those uh, staff you want to include? So here see, board of directors should be there. Then board of director again divided into two, technical and other staff. So under this technical, the first one is chief seed certification officer, then regional seed certification officer, then seed certification officers, and seed certification inspectors. So all these are there under this technical directors. The next other staff, the first one is account officer, then accountant should be there, then clerk, and then peons and drivers should be there, because you have to move from one place to another place, or you have to move within a field. So all these staff should be there, technical staff and non-technical staff should be there. The next, duties and responsibilities of seed certification officers. So what are the duties and responsibilities? So according to the scientist Douglas, he has summarized the duties and responsibilities of seed certification officers, and these are follows. So first duty is here to arrange for suitable application, inspection and report forms. So very first and very important point, or the duty of the seed certification officer is to arrange. Okay, you have to maintain the application forms, application of purchasing, application of inspection, and final report forms. So all these three things should be there. The next, to identify sources of authentic breeders seed that can be used as basis for further multiplication. So here a particular authentic breeder seed and its source should be identified for further multiplication. The next responsibility, to ensure that all the basics and certified seed production has originated from acceptable resources of breeder seed. That should be originated from where? From the acceptable sources of breeder seeds. To ensure through field inspection that prescribed minimum standard for isolation, planting ratio, rugging, and other requirements as specified in seed certification standard are met. So here some rules are there of seed certification. So all these rules should be met. If some some grower, they want to made their seed certification. So what are the minimum standards they require? That minimum standards should fulfill by that particular grower. So while doing any field inspection, the minimum standard should be observed of planting ratio. Ragoing means what? A final, uh, it is the technique of harvesting a particular crop. So all these requirements that should be maintained by that particular field. The next, to help the seed grower and producer in obtaining suitable planting seeds and in planting their seed properly. This is especially true in case of hybrid seed production. So if you want to do a hybrid seed production, so a suitable planting seeds should be maintained. To assist the seed producers at the time of harvesting, drying and processing, to ensure that these are done correctly. To sample and inspect seed lots and submit such samples to the seed testing laboratory in order to ensure that the prescribed seed standards are met. So here again, if you want to again do the seed certification, then some sample should be submit to the seed for testing some laboratory test, which I have mentioned discussed earlier. To ensure the appropriate seed certification tags for seed lots which pass inspection, ultimately more responsibility of this kind should be borne by the seedsman himself. So again, seed tags should be given to particular seed lots for the inspection. So that should be again maintained. To carry out the educational programs designed to promote the use of certified seeds and to encourage seedsmen to develop their own promotional programs. So here see, suppose you have these organization nearby you, but you don't have any information about that particular seeds. So here, in order to aware those seeds produced from such a seed certification agencies, so some educational programs you have to carry out, and you have to promote these certified seeds. You have to encourage those seedsmen, and those seedsmen should develop their own and own such a educational programs, promotional programs, in order to make aware other farmers to grow such seeds. Then to maintain adequate records so that eligibility of specific lots can be determined in subsequent years. So you have to again maintain the record. To operate in such a way as to ensure a close working relationship between certified seed growers, dealers, research personnel, government officials, and other with an interest in certified seeds. So again, you have to operate these seed certification agency in a close relationship between these certified seed growers, dealers, as well as other research personnel or any government official body, so that some there should be some interest in this seed certified uh, agencies with these other government officers or research personnel. So all these things should be maintained, and they should be in a good relationship. To investigate vigorously any violation of prescribed standards or complaints from users of certified seeds, and subsequently to take appropriate corrective actions. So if any violation is there in purchasing or in selling, so such a violation, again you have to identify it, and again corrective measures should be taken in order to uh, make it clear those violation in any state or in any institute within the country. So that's how we have completed this seed certification, the introduction. Thank you very much.